going to be doing a piece of burger makeup tutorial on Neran Roumayah. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Okay. This is what the look that we are going to try to achieve. First, we started with the hair. So we needed something long and green to create a ponytail. So you could just use your younger brother's t-shirt or whatever and then wrap it around said ponytail. And then you need a fresh, or need I say dirty face, because you know he ain't even care enough to wash his face. All right. Now let's get started. First we're going to start with the eyebrows, because that's all this man truly cares about is his amazing eyebrows that he has going on. So he has very thin eyebrows, but they are still very bold and out there. So we're going to go straight in to my Anastasia dip brow, and we are going to just, you know, pat that straight on, just no F's given at all. There we go. All right. Just don't even bother any restraint, just straight eyebrow it up. And we want to make sure that the whole entire eyebrow is thin, no bleeding edges. So you want it to be very dark throughout the whole entire brow. There we go. So you just want to go for the darkest color that you have possible. And we're just going to bring it in all the way, you know, to really just emphasize the definition of this beautiful brow that we have going here. So it might get a little messy, but we're good. Just make sure that it's nice and dark. Okay. You practically want a unibrow here. It's very important that you get that very close together defined brow. Some would say we're going for a Cara Delevingne look here, but not necessarily, because you want a thinner brow. Okay. All right. This brow is a little bit longer. There we go. So since my friend here is a little bit more on the fair side of the complexion, the concealer color that we're going to use is going to be a bit darker than the young man's in the video, or shall I say, the A Piece of Burger Man. So we're going to start with our little paint swatch of concealer, because we're going to need a lot to cover this whole surface area of brow to get that definition going. So first, we're going to start on the outside of the brow to thin it out here and add some definition, you know. Just completely just go for it, you know, and really get that complete definition. Now, like I said, my friend's complexion is a little bit lighter, so we're going to have a darker area around the brow, but we're going to fix that by making her whole entire face black, or what I would like to call blackface. Might not be the most ideal for you. If you are a white American, I'm not sure if making your entire face black is appropriate. However, if your friends say it's okay and they're black, it's fine. You know, because you won't offend anyone else as long as your friends say it's okay. Even if they're white, as long as your friends say okay, it's fine. Okay, so we're going to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and we're just going to go ahead and do the rest of her face. There we go. So you see how we did this reverse kind of decision to make the concealer color darker than the actual foundation color. So we have a foundation color that kind of blends to her face and kind of blends out the like darker concealer color. There we go. We're giving you Lion King set makeup teas here. As you can see, it kind of gives you that really dark, heavy contour that is seen in the dark African jungles. Okay, so we're using a MAC press powder, and we're just going to dust it over her entire face to kind of get a more mattified look. But you know, this is an extra step that isn't really necessary, because this man looks like he just naturally looks this way. He just woke up that flawless, and unfortunately for my friend, that's not the case. You know, we have to work towards these strides in beauty. So we're going to make sure that we get all of the excess oil off of her face. add a little bit of blush because that's very important to this look. So I'm going to use the Josie Moran blush in the color, let me see her, Timeless Coral. And we're just going to put a little bit of that all over her cheeks and her mouth and her nose because this whole look is just blushful, you know? There we go. We're going to use a little bit of inner corner highlight to really just illuminate those beautiful eyes that she has. So we're going to use this really light color and the Estee Lauder palette. So there we go. And we're just going to get a lot of that and pack it on the brush. And then we're just going to pop that in our inner corner here. And just really get that in there so we have that very bright illuminated eye. If it dusts up like cocaine, that's how you know you're doing it right. The Piece of Burger Man is a very, well, man or woman, we aren't sure what he/she identifies as, but he's a very androgynous character, so we're going to add a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow to Ronnie to really just emphasize that look that he is giving us. Okay, I'm just going to dot it all over her mouth, like right in this area. There we go. And just really get a little bit of a speckled 5 o'clock shadow look, you know, to really just add to the attractiveness of her face overall. You know, because she needs help with that. And this look is beautiful for any weddings/proms, or if you want to send your loved one off at a funeral, such a fashion would be wonderful, you know, because they would like to die flawless just like this man lives his whole entire life as a flawless human being. Okay, so we're just going to continue to darken up that sweet little soul patch there. And that is perfect. So for the very last step, he has very emphasized and beautiful bottom lashes. He really put an emphasis on those. So we're really going to bring hers out, and we're going to be using the unique Fiber Lash mascara. That's really just going to add to that beautiful, beautiful eyelash look that he has going on there. Okay, so we're going to use our favorite hat as the final piece. This is a Ben Trill hat, and we're going to use this because she is straight from the gangster streets, and she will fuck you up if you don't have her money. This is the complete look. Now, this is the complete look of the A Piece of Burger tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and slay everyone's lives, you fabulous unicorn bitches.